Hey, good morning, guys. Happy New Year. I hope it's not too dark out. It's actually almost 7 o'clock. The gym didn't open until 7. So I'm sitting here in the parking lot trying to shoot an intro video for you as I go inside. I just want to talk briefly this morning about something I randomly discovered yesterday that is going to change my routine, I think, over the next few days. I was getting out of the shower, got my clothes on, and knew I had a blister on the bottom of my foot. We've talked about that if you've watched the run videos. So I actually lifted the bottom of my foot up and asked Julie to check it because it had worn away, I thought, and the skin had kind of toughened over. And that was not factually what had happened. I'm going to put a picture on the screen here. Just warning, it's not necessarily that gross, but I'm going to put it on and give you a warning anyway. If you look right in the middle of the screen, you're going to see where the skin is actually separated multiple layers, and probably only have 1 to 2 skin layers left before I hit the muscle layer, and that's a little bit concerning. It's not bled. We cleaned it really well. There's no hydrogen peroxide bubbling up or anything like that, but it has me really concerned. Julie has done wound care in the past as well. She's a little concerned. So what I'm going to do today, I actually switched out of those Skechers shoes and have put back on the Sauconys. They hadn't went into the donate pile yet. So I think I'm going to do a workout today with those and just kind of keep this foot as dry as possible, as elevated as possible, massage it, and use some disinfectant a couple of times a day. So that's my morning check-in. I'll take you through the day and let you know if anything improves or worsens, but that's how we're starting the day today, unfortunately, on this New Year's Day. So let's go get a workout in.
Good morning, YouTube. I have stuck to my New Year's resolution so far. I was up at 5:30 and I did my yoga routine. I didn't film it this morning. I wasn't super happy with how it turned out yesterday. I didn't realize I had the camera at such an awkward angle, and I need to get the gimbal out to get better footage of yoga. And the gimbal is dead. So anyway, I am about to break my fast now. I haven't had anything to eat since about 5 o'clock on Monday afternoon, and it is now almost 8 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Day, Wednesday. So that's, can somebody help me with the math? I think that's about 37, 38 hours of fasting. I am not used to eating steak for breakfast, but I'm really excited because today is day number 1 out of 7 of Lion Diet for me. Lion Diet is a subset of carnivore diet where you eat ruminant animals that are red meat and have hooves, like bison, oxen, cow. Lamb is considered acceptable on Lion Diet. I've decided I'm going to eat steak for breakfast and for dinner. I don't feel caffeinated. Speaking of caffeinated, I was really expecting I was going to wind up with a caffeine headache yesterday since it was my first day off coffee in a really long time. I've never had a headache yesterday, and I feel fine this morning, just maybe not, super awake and alert. I'm sorry this isn't reflective of my best work, but I just wanted to show you, this is actually a pot roast that has been cut up into little cubes. And I broiled it in the oven at 500 for 4 minutes on each side, totally salted it, and it's super rare in the middle, which is how I like it. I am really excited for Lion Diet. These are going to be a good few days. This is great.
All right, just got back. So, ended up doing a speed run. 8 miles at about a 7:45 pace. Used these old Sauconys that have close to 550 miles on them, which you're not supposed to do. But I can tell you that it was a world of difference running in these beat down shoes compared to the new shoes of the Skechers that I think I've put about 100 miles on. So not sure what we're going to do about that, but we're going to shower, get this foot dry, and get it elevated. Maybe even go get some protectant, like little cushion blister strips, until this heals up, because I can't run a half marathon like that. It won't be safe. So anyway, good run. Nice way to start the New Year day. Okay, all showered up. It's time for Abs to get her morning walk. So Jules and I are out. Bright sunshine today. Still only 41 though. But yeah, we're just giving her a little walk around the neighborhood before we go run some errands today. Since I don't have to work, we've got the day off. New Year. Hope everyone had a safe and happy New Year. Hey, I was just going to show them. I think all the leaves have just about fallen in the city. I know, it was the longest fall ever. After not having fall for close to 3 years for Jules and I, it was a nice change of pace. Just wish we had our fall clothes instead of being in storage in Florida. But hey, just like that, we are back from the walk and we're gonna head out and run some errands. Gotta go get some more beef today. I will say we've done a really good job of not buying a coat. We have tried to acclimate to the weather that we have. So it's nice to get out in the morning or open up the door to the outside and kind of let the air in. It makes it a little more tolerable.
This is going to be a challenge for me. If you watched my video yesterday, I got suckered down the no buy, low buy challenge that's really trending on YouTube right now. And I set a goal for myself that I'm going to spend no money in January with a few exceptions and a few rules. Target is my weak spot. That's the place where I go and I always come home with a sweater or nail polish or something. But as far as the low buy rules go, I am allowed to buy anything if I have completely run out of it and it does need to be replaced. And in this case, yesterday we completely ran out of our facial moisturizer that we get at Walmart.
Yeah.
That
was the last trip to Walmart, I think. But
one of our many New Year's resolutions is we no longer shop at Walmart. So we've got to go see if Target has one.
Cross our fingers.
Got our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Cross your fingers that I can get in and out of Target and stick to my rules. We need 2 things at Target, and I want to come out with 2 things. We need a facial moisturizer, and Michael needs something to put on that blister. I'm sure you've heard about.
Yeah, I told the camera this morning we were going to look for something today. So yeah.
So that's definitely a green light item if it's preventing an infection. But
for sure.
Please let me come out of Target with only the 2 things I said I was going to get. This will be a first. We only got 1 item, and I'm super proud. I didn't even look at anything else. We got Michael's Band-Aids, but they were out of our moisturizer, so I feel like accomplished. I don't know if I've ever gone in Target and not just picked up something piddly. So
it's a fast trip.
Yay me! All right, this is our favorite grocery store in Charlotte, and it just so happens to be our favorite one location of all the Harris Teeters here. This is a North Carolina grocery store. It's Michael's favorite grocery store too because Kroger actually owns them now. And he was a big Kroger shopper being from Kentucky. Whole bunch of pounds of meat.
A whole bunch of meat.
I have to add up all these pounds to get home.
I know.
This is lion diet for me for the next 3 days and you for 2, I believe.
That's right. And then dinner for me tonight.
And an extra cheese that you get to eat today.
Today. Only today though.
All right, we're home. I'm going to do a little grocery haul. This is an Angus beef sirloin tip steak. It's $8.15 for 1.02 pounds. Do you remember whose this was? Yours or mine?
That's yours, I think.
Alrighty. Then sirloin tip sandwich steaks. It was $3.91 for 0.46. This is a breakfast for one of us. Do you remember who?
I think that's yours too.
Mine too. I have never tried cooking. I believe this is. It says tenderized cube steak. I thought it was ground beef. It is not. It's $3.97 for 0.7 of a pound.
That one's mine.
That one's yours? This one's mine. It's an Angus beef shanks for soup, $3.89 for 0.78 of a pound. That's really not enough meat for me, but I am excited to have a bone that I can put in my bone broth.
Yeah.
I do make bone broth. I won't be making it while I'm doing lion diet, but that's where we're getting our beef fat for cooking our food this week.
Right.
Angus beef sirloin tip steak.
I think that.
$8.39 for 1.05 pounds.
I think that one was mine.
That's you. Here's a value pack, some more cube steak. I don't know what I'm going to do with this.
Pan fry.
Pan fry. 706 for 1.01. That was me, right?
Yes. And I think I got one of those
You got
as well.
one too. Yours was 853 for 1.22. Oh, we got
more.
two more.
We got.
I guess you went a little crazy. 888 for 1.2 and 783 for 1.1. So that's going to be our meals for me for the first 3 days of Lion Diet.
Yeah.
And Michael for today and his first 2 days.
8.5 pounds.
8.54 pounds of meat plus this. This is for Michael. It's our favorite brand of cheese, New York Sharp White Cheddar. Is this Cabot?
No, that's actually Harris Teeter's brand. Yeah.
It's the same thing as Cabot, but way cheaper. Ta-da!
So I did a little mathing. We averaged out at about $65 for the 8.5 pounds, and that comes to $7.61 per pound.
Meat ain't cheap these days.
No, but I will say even ground beef is starting to get over $6 a pound. So for good steak, I'm kind of pleased with that.
In an ideal world, I would eat a pound of steak for breakfast and a pound of steak or red meat for dinner. So that would be about $15 a day. I mean, if you're willing to cook it yourself at home and cook it in the right ingredients, you can't beat that.
No, not at all. So I'm pleased.
Me too.
You pleased?
I am just now getting around to doing some journaling that I normally would have done much earlier than this, but Michael has to plot out some of his workouts in his book, so I said we'll just journal together. And I'm having a nice steaming cup of hot water. This is no substitute for coffee, but so far, knock on wood, I have not had a headache from not having coffee. This is the second day. I'm super proud of myself trying to power through. I'm only drinking this hot water because I think there's something in my brain that's like craving a nice hot drink to go with my journaling, because that's what I normally would have done. So I'm trying to trick my brain into thinking that this is good enough, right? It's no salt added, it's just boiling hot water.
And while Jules is drinking her hot water, I'm starting meal number 1, same as yesterday. So a little sour cream, 4 ounces of raw cheddar, and 6 whole eggs. We've got another liter of water. That's going to be meal number 1 for me.
All right, it's about 1 o'clock and we are out with the dog again.
It feels a lot nicer out here. 53 degrees.
What kind of car was that? I didn't catch it on the camera.
It was an old Mustang.
I hope it got caught in the corner of the screen up there. I am starving. My little breakfast did not completely satiate me, so I decided we're going to give the dog another quick walk, and then I'm going to cook the meat that I bought today at the store.
I want to see you fix that. I didn't get to see you fix it this morning.
I can't decide if I'm going to pan fry it or try to fix it in the oven. I haven't decided yet, but I'm very excited. I can't remember if I mentioned this yet. I'll have to cut it out if I if I already have. But I have lots of beef lard from the bone broth that I was making, and it makes the steaks taste so great.
Yeah.
I like it so much better than pan frying in butter, so I'm really excited to try that meat.
That's great. Yeah, I want to try
the
that.
lard. Okay guys, I apologize if this is unappetizing, but I could not decide how I wanted to cook these because I've never made these before. So I've decided I'm going to pan fry 2. This is my beef fat that left over from my bone broth. I'm going to pan fry these 2 in a frying pan on the stove, and I'm going to put the 2 of these to broil in the oven for probably, I would say maybe 2 minutes per side, and see which way I like it better. Sure, this isn't super appetizing, but this is what we're working with. These are the 2 that I pan fried in beef fat, and these are the 2 that I broiled in the oven at 500 in beef fat. And I did 2 minutes on each side for all of these. I can already pretty much tell by looking I'm going to like the taste of these better. These kind of came out like smash burgers. They definitely cooked more than I realized that they did in only 4 minutes, but I will definitely be eating all of this. This is slightly over 1 pound of red beef, and that will be my big meal for the day.
Good afternoon, guys. It's about an hour later from when Jules had her dinner, and what we have here is what I'm cooking today. Not really feeling the red meat, and since I know this is the last day for the next week that I can't have red meat, I'm actually going pork. We're going to make a full pound of our Hormel Natural Choice uncured bacon and have that with our last 4 ounces of raw cheddar. Yes, I know skeptics are probably going to pass out over the amount of cholesterol that we have in a full pound, but you know what? That makes me want to eat it just that much more. So this is great bacon. I'm going to crisp this up and eat every single bit of it. Have that with my cheese and 32 more ounces of water this afternoon.
Me over here, I'm stitching another hat, but I tell you what, bacon smells good when it's cooking. It smells extra good when it's cooking when you're on a beef-only diet and you can't have any.
So after getting grease all over my shirt, here's our end product. This is the pound of bacon. It looked like a whole lot more before I cooked it of bacon with my cheddar cheese and some water here. So yeah, I'm probably going to be hungry a little bit later. But it looks good right now. It smells great. I'm sure it's going to taste. Okay, update for you guys on the foot. I have a second photo I'm actually going to post now, trigger warning, and show you the healing from yesterday overnight. And then Jules and I decided after dinner, I was actually going to try these colloidal patches because it says it is able to work up to 7 days and would have a healing indicator by the white bubble. I've never used one of these before. So I actually decided to use it for a few days and we'll see how it works, and we will use it in the morning for the gym. But yeah, just wanted to touch base since we started the morning talking about this. So why not check in the afternoon to give you a foot update.
Okay guys, it's about 5:15 and I am headed out to pick up one of my girlfriends, and she and I are going to a local bar that's having a craft circle tonight. We've never done this before. It was kind of one of my New Year's resolutions to meet more crafters and do more things in the crafting community with other people, because crafting the way I do it can be kind of a lonely hobby, you know, the kind of thing you do at home alone. My friend wants to learn how to knit or crochet, and I already know how to crochet. I've been doing it all my life pretty much. I offered to teach her, and I want to learn how to knit. So I've got the stuff here to make another beanie, and she's going to come along with me, and we're going to try out a craft circle. I think it's so cool that one of my resolutions was to find ways to craft socially, and here it is January the 1st, and they already have a craft circle tonight. So I'm super excited about this. Yes, I am Lion Diet today, and I'm also on a no-buy, if you saw that video, so I cannot buy anything while I'm there tonight. I thought about buying, if they have tea, maybe a hot tea. I'll let you know if I do. I will certainly include footage in this vlog if I do. But I'm really thinking I'm not going to buy anything. I'm just there to socialize and meet new people and spend some time with my friend, and I'm really excited about it. Let's go.
I'm doing a little bit of reading. Jules is out with a friend. I think they are knitting right now. So I actually just wanted to show what I'm reading. If you haven't had the opportunity, Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver is one of the best books I believe that I have ever read. I'm reading this for the 4th time, I believe. It came out last year, and it is a spin on Charles Dickens' David Copperfield. So rather than being set in England, it is set in southern Appalachia. And it's about 600 pages, but essentially the same outline of how this boy that is nicknamed Demon comes up through southern Appalachia and how he deals with his trials and tribulations of being born from a single mother into abject poverty. So anyway, excellent writing, excellent book. So that's what I have been doing this evening, just checking in with you. Food windows cut off. Yeah, done for the evening, ready to start Lion Diet tomorrow. So if you don't see me again, which you might, I'm not sure. Otherwise, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure Jules will check back in very soon.